Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about what is new in this update because there's quite a few things that we need to go over. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So the very first thing I want to go over right now is it is still PSO2 day at the time of this recording, which does mean that we actually get that extra rare drop rate. So as you can see over here on rank 2, there is the 50% EXP earned, 300% RDR boost, as well as the fixer drop rate plus 50%. Keep in mind, the reason why the RDR is 300% with no other boosters involved right now is because there's a campaign boost and there's PSO2 day combined together right now. Now, if you give it another 24 hours, unfortunately, PSO2 day will be ending and we will only get the campaign boost left. But nevertheless, having this extra RDR is pretty nice as it does allow you to farm up all the different materials needed for your Duo Salia weapon a lot easier. Another thing I also want to point out is Crimson Realm is here, and it is so freaking important that you farm in Crimson Realm and not in the regular zone. As you can see over here in deck space, if we go to rank 2 of deck space, we still get the 300% RDR boost. So this boost does apply to both zones in Stia, but it is exclusive to the Stia combat zones. And because of that, I know there's going to be some people are going to be like, oh, why should I even farm in Nuisance Plant? I'm just going to farm in deck space to make all my Meseta, get my seasonal points, as well as just farm up all the new things that I need. Well, the thing is, there are some key items that are actually only available in the Crimson Realm. And the main one is going to be, of course, the new augment. So when we go over here to exchange enhancement materials, augment capsules, you're going to see right here, we now have the Giga Trial capsule. The Giga Trial capsule is incredibly powerful, by the way, and it replaces your Mega Trial. So as we can see, it does give us 3 PP, 4.5% potency versus Mega Trial's 3.5% potency. We get damage resistance plus 1% and all down resistance plus 5%. This is basically means that all resistance. So resistance to cold, to stuns, to all the different CCs, all of them plus 5%. So this is very, very valuable. Now the thing is, in order to craft one of these bad boys, you actually need 20 Mega Trials. This is not that difficult to obtain. The thing that is difficult to obtain is going to be the Prog Trial. The problem with the Prog Trials over here is it only drops from Driveris. Driveris is a boss monster that only spawns in the Crimson Realm. It's the big doggo boss, the one with the timer. Now, thankfully, every time you clear it, so if you actually kill Driveris within the time limit, you are rewarded 10 of these Prog Trials. So as you can see, it requires 20. All you need to do is kill 2 of those doggos and you get 20. This is a guaranteed drop. You always get 10 if you kill the doggo before the time limit runs out. Now, in order to obtain that clear, you do need a lot of damage. I highly recommend people to take advantage of Mars. It's actually almost essential that you use Mars. So if you're the type of player that doesn't really use Mars that much, please make sure to come to the class counter over here and go to Mars Skill. If you go to Mars Skill and Mars Skill Point Exchange over here, you can turn in all of your Mars bars into extra skill points. As you can see over here, I actually have 264 of these Mars bars that I have not converted into skill points. It's very important that you actually do that and then go to Mars Skill Learning and max out all of these down here. You know, the extra PP recovery, the extra PP up, the offensive PP recovery. You can max out all of these stats and of course all of the main ones, you know, depending on what weapon you use. So for me, I like to use the Nidhogger and I like to use the Hydra, so I maxed out both of these. However, let's say that you use Garm or you use Scylla, or if you use Fenrir, then you can max those out as well. All right, so it's very important that you actually max all of these out. So as you can see here, I can now max all of these out since I have all of these new skill points. And there we go, we have maxed out all of our passives over here with Mars. It is pretty important that you max all of these out, especially like the crit rate up. This increases your crit rate by 10%. There's the crit damage, increases it by 110%. There's the PP up that gives you a massive 300 PP extra on top of whatever your regular PP is. So as you can see right now, I have 224 PP unbuffed. I add in another 300, boom, I have 524 PP. So that actually allows me to dish out a ton more damage and it will definitely help you clear Driveris. So it's so important, especially if you're playing in a pug group with random players, that you actually have your Mars fully decked out and that you actually put all of your skill points so that you can actually deal maximum amounts of damage. Because if you don't kill the Driveris within the time limit, you actually get significantly less of these Prog Triyals. And the kicker is these Prog Triyals are not tradable in the personal shop, alright? You cannot trade these. The only way to make all of these capsules tradable is you actually have to make the Giga Triyal. So you come over here. Is this actually a Bernie's cosplay? Wow, someone actually made a Bernie's cosplay. That's pretty epic. Wow. Anyway, back to the shop. So, in order to convert all of your Prog Triyals into just raw Meseta, it's very important that you actually make them into Giga Triyals. As you can see right here, after you make it into a Giga Triyal, then you can sell it on the market. So, Mega Triyals you can sell on the market. The Prog Triyal you cannot sell on the market, but when you combine the two and upgrade it into a Giga Triyal, you can sell it on the market again. I think this is Sega's way to kind of encourage people to go farm in the Crimson Realm with all of those RDR boosts and everything going on. It kind of encourages people to gear up, first of all, because you want to clear the Driveris whenever it spawns. It's actually really important that you actually clear it, and then you are guaranteed 10 of those Prog Triyals, which once you kill 2, combine them together, and boom, you make a Giga Triyal. Now, as for the Mega Triyals, I don't think they're going for too much money right now. Yeah, they're going for 50,000. I believe they're slowly going to go up a little bit, but the Driveris also drop straight up Mega Triyals as well. So, you know, while Crimson Realm is active, I don't see these capsules going up in price that much. We are going to need to wait for the NGS headline. Remember, NGS headline is within a week. We will get another NGS headline to see what's coming in next month. But, you know, Mega Triyals as well as the Giga Triyals and stuff like this, they are probably not really going to increase in price much right now. However, they will definitely increase in price afterwards if SEGA doesn't add in a way in order to farm all these Prog Triyals and all of the materials needed to make the Giga Triyal. Because currently the only way to get all these required materials is the Crimson Realm. So they're really pushing you to run the Crimson Realm. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about is, of course, the seasonal shop. So while you're farming in the Crimson Realm, you're going to passively be farming a ton of seasonal points. This is a good thing because, as you can see, they have added another 40 tickets. They've added some cosmetic items. Everything with the little red exclamation mark means that these are new. So they've added a new motion dash. They've added a bunch of vital gauges that look pretty badass over here. I kind of like this one. This hot spring thing looks actually pretty nice. They've added another 100 star gems, so definitely pick up your 100 star gems over here. Another 4 special scratch tickets, that's just free star gems, pick that up. And then when we scroll down, there's more master fragments, there's master cubes, which you can also get to add on more free stats. Basically, you can purchase more Extace Vance 1s, more Pro Grade Grinders, more Stat 5s, as well as a bunch of Trial capsules over here, and the Dero Trials as well. You actually need these all in order to craft the Mega Trials, so you can definitely buy all of these to craft those Mega Trials if you still need them. And then down here we have all of our Giga Stat 4s, as well as our Dreadkeeper 5s, all the dual quest capsules. I don't think they added more dual quest capsules, but they did add another 250 alpha reactors. So definitely buy out all the alpha reactors. It's more free money, so definitely pick that up. Now, there's one more thing I forgot to mention, and that is, of course, Urgent Quest can be completed twice. This part of this campaign is now active. The Weaken Enemies part is not active yet. As you can see on the website, it says it actually starts on October 30th. However, for some reason, it's already active in-game. So whenever an Urgent Quest pops up, you can actually complete it twice. However, all of the enemies have their regular HP, so you do need to kind of blast through relatively quickly in order to fit both UQs in or to do both back to back. However, I don't really know why it's happening. Like, it's not supposed to be double UQ this week, but I guess Sega messed up and they did make double UQ. So if you did want to run the Halloween one twice every single time a UQ pops up in order to get more of those scratch tickets, well, that is something that you can take full advantage of this week. I do not think they're going to put in emergency maintenance to fix this. I think this is they're just going to go with the flow, but that is something that you guys need to know. And last but not least is, of course, the new Accessory Revival October 2024. For my cultured folk out there, they have re-added the End Sphere. The End Sphere literally went down in price by more than 10 million in a single day. Alright? So if you do want the End Sphere because of culture reasons, it might be a good time to buy one right now. As we can see, the market price has now... It's still really expensive, but I mean, this used to be 20, almost 30 million. So if you consider that, it's like 50% off-ish. But it still is very, very expensive. So anyway, if you did want that, it is available over here. And there are a bunch of other shapes as well if you need them. But I think the End Sphere is definitely the main attraction here. The balloon bosoms are also back. If you did want the balloon bosoms, they have also gone down in price a little bit, but they're still very, very expensive. And then down here, there are a bunch of other accessories. So make sure that you do take a look at the accessory list over here and see if there's anything that interests you.
Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.